Yay.
Hey,
Hello.
everybody.
Hello. Happy Wednesday. Wet Nose Wednesday. Hello.
Hi, everyone.
So hello, everyone, and welcome. And if you are new around here, let me introduce us. I am Hillary Buchholz, and I am here with Patty Quinn. And we are the co-founders of We Heart Hounds. And we also, I'm so excited because we also have a very special guest with us here today.
We have a couple special guests with us
Yes.
today. One that is stealing the show and of course has to be introduced first. This is Tuxedo. Oh my gosh, he's so adorable. And Tuxedo has brought with him Stella Yang, the founder of Tuxedo Luxe. They are the makers of premium dogwear that not only has a great fit, super comfy, you can even see how stylish Tuxedo looks in his little outfit, but it's all made with love. And we're super happy to have you with us today. Thanks for being here, Stella.
So happy to be here. Hi, guys. Hi.
Oh, that face, Tuxedo. Oh, you're melting my heart. That little tongue.
So cute.
Okay, everybody, drop your comments about how cute Tuxedo is. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
So yeah, welcome with us, Stella and Tuxedo, obviously. I love this idea of the modern kind of luxury dogwear that you've created. Can you tell us a little bit about like how you started and what the inspiration was behind the brand?
Yes, of course. So this all started in 2013. So that's when I first had Tuxedo. He came home with me in July. He was born in May. And by November, I was packing for our first trip together. So, you know, he and I go in our adventures. That's the whole idea that we're taking on the world. So, so I am a fashionista myself. I've been in fashion business for 12 years. And I am very much like, you know, buying clothes, wearing clothes to make me happy and feel great. So I have this idea that I wanted to have coordinated outfit with Tuxedo when we go out. So I am not necessarily thinking about twinning, like matching, but I'm thinking more of like, you know, his little outfit would sort of match with my sneakers or my accessories. So we have a pop of a color, we have a pattern, so people knows that, you know, we're like a duo. So I started building his wardrobe since he was a baby, and he always had pieces that, you know, I plan on wearing for myself, and then I have his piece. Then I started shopping, you know, online boutiques, specialty stores, you know, small and big, but it's very quickly, I realized it's very difficult to find the right size, the right fit, because there are so many breeds, so many different shapes, so many sizes, and they're all different. So being very particular about how he looks and what he's going to represent. I just decided that I am going to start this lifestyle brand that's not just a dogwear brand, but it's also, you know, that his personality shine and also enhance the connections between me and him. So for every parent that's looking for this like relationship boundary with their pups. So
I love that. I love it. I think, well, first of all, that's a really courageous thing to do, right? I mean, you're so brave to go into this. I mean, it's one thing to like do it for your own dog and create these little outfits and everything, but to reach out beyond that so that everybody who wants to do the same kind of thing can also participate in something that's just so wonderful and connect, you know, as you said, has a connection with your, you know, strengthens a connection with your dog. I just think that's just really amazing for you to be able to get out there and do that. How do you, like, where do you come up with the ideas? So you talked about the personality and everything. How do you come up with the design ideas and like the fabrics and the patterns and the little hoodies and all that kind of stuff that you do?
So basically, my own closet is my inspiration, first of all, because that's what I see. I look every day, and it's a collection, right? It's really speaking of the trend, you know, the lifestyle itself. So, and then, I walk in 5 times a day. So we're always out on the streets. So, looking at the windows, looking at what other peoples are wearing, looking at mural paintings, just everything in the city has to offer. So Tuxedo at a very young age understands picture times. I just document everything everywhere we go with him. So when I see a cute pattern, even just like on the ground, I would take a picture, and with him. So that's really my daily inspirations.
That's really neat. That's a fascinating process that you go through, because I think, you know, sometimes we all go through life and we're not really paying attention to what's around us. But when you stop and look at things in a different way, they can kind of spark an idea, a creation, something that you can use elsewhere. And you're doing that in your, in the fashions that you're creating, which I think is just fantastic. I love that.
Thank you. So it's really like small things, when you go to coffee shop, right? They make you latte. They draw a heart. They, something that's very graphic and visually I connect with. I take a picture with him in it most
of course.
So that's really, the core of my design. And also I follow Fashion Week, because that's more of like the high fashion and what I see, what internationally, globally, what other people are doing.
Right.
But that's really for, just colors, patterns and what's trending. And that gives me an idea on what to look for and what to add. So like, I can plan on what will be for the new season and what would be the signature, sort of like more of like the core style for the brand.
Okay. So speaking of that, we do have a question from Kitty, and she asks, what are the trends for spring? So.
Well, that's a good question. Trend for spring, which by the way, our spring collection is going to be available in 2 weeks.
Excellent.
So everybody stay tuned. The trend for spring is bright colors, pop of color. That's one thing. And we're continuing our love theme. So we also have heart patterns.
Aww.
And
my little heart on today, so I must be winning.
Love and spread Tuxie love. So that's what our core design. And we also have star patterns, pop stars, that they're like, for your little pop stars. And we have some floral patterns for spring.
Oh, pretty. Yeah.
Excellent.
And big thing is camel. So camel print, which is like always trendy. We have 2 variations. One is sort of like a traditional camel for, tough boys, tough girls out there. And we also have an updated hoodie that's more for like a brighter camel print for like more spring, spring light times. And we continue to have our signature hoodies with layers. So we're adding a new gray, like a lavender grayish color for the spring collection.
Oh, sweet.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's great.
Thanks.
So you were kind of speaking to your inspiration and also some of the spring ideas that are going to be coming out. But what are some of the things that mean the most about what you're doing at Tuxie Luxie?
I think 2 things. I mean, the human pop connections, which I am able to enhance because I've met, so many people at the dog park or just like on the street that asking about his outfit, that I am able to connect that and then building that relationship to bridge it. That's one thing. And I think most importantly is giving back, because for me, it's that I am very big in rescue and supporting the rescue organizations to find them forever homes and, try to help as many animals, not just dogs. I'm talking about, all animals, because I think we need to be their voice. So the most important thing for Tuxie Luxie is that we actually work with a few animal welfare organizations, so we can help them and support them.
That's great. Yeah, it's important to give back. I think everybody that has pups in their life, or cats or birds or fish or whatever you've got, you know, it's important. Your heart goes out to these animals, and it's nice that you're able to give back in that way.
Yeah, and I think, you know, and it's also like there are so many of them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's not just here that we are like in Aruba, which Tuxie and I take him there every year. And it's like you see different countries and how animals are being treated.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They're friendly, you know, not
Right.
as nice. So like helping them to find their home in the United States and help them to rescue them.
Right.
That's a big deal for me.
Yeah. Well, obviously every little bit helps, whether you're doing it locally or helping others in other countries, you know, that's great. It's important. It's important work.
Yeah.
Look at that little fella. So speaking of which, he's modeling one of your outfits. Somebody, Kitty asked if you had any other outfits to show. Happen to have any?
Well, I have this one here. This one is called South Street Bark Bling. So it has a mock neck and the gold palm tree patterns all over it.
I love that.
That is adorable.
I love the mock neck too. I usually wear them in the wintertime myself. I just think it's a great look, and it does help. My little girl Ginger has a really long neck, and so it's nice to have that extra coverage.
Yeah, and this is actually my favorite style in human too. And so here it is.
Such a cutie. So sweet.
So adorable.
Well, and Kitty, you can check out more of Stella's outfits and what Tuxie Luxie has to offer on her website, tuxieluxie.com. So that's TUXIELUXIE.com. And there's lots of really fun patterns and outfits there you can look at and try.
Yeah, and there's a link to the site in the description as well, so you can.
Oh, perfect.
You can just
make that even easier.
Actually on social media, so we started posting spring preview to get stories out. So I don't want to give away too much right now, but for starting this coming week, that we're going to start previewing spring collection.
Okay, great.
Excellent.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, go to Instagram and Facebook at Tuxie Luxie, and you'll find some really fun things there as well, Kitty. I'm curious. This has been a journey of yours for a number of years now. Has there been anything that's been like, what's been your biggest surprise about doing jumping into this adventure, you know, with Tuxedo?
Well, I think, first, I love every moment of it. I really do. And, you know, I've been thinking about it, trying to do something since 2013, but I didn't actually launch the brand until 2020, last year.
Oh my goodness.
Right at the beginning of COVID era. So, you know, really, like, it's literally when my products goes into production, that's when the city shuts down. Literally the day after. So, but I'm thankful and very, very blessed because the manufacturers that I'm working with, which is located in New York City on the west side, that how resilient that they are, because we continue work through it. We didn't stop our productions. You know, a few things we have to figure out how to make it work.
Right.
You know, like we knew so little about COVID. Everybody was so scared, and you know, the city was just a very different place at that time.
Right.
But our studio, our manufacturers, and also, you know, just the people that I am working with, the fit models that I'm working with for the sizing, really, really are incredible people that help me to push it through and move forward. So we actually successfully launched the brand and have six styles that available in July.
Wow.
And yeah, so that was a big surprise. Well, I mean, no, I take it back. I wasn't surprised they could do it. But
But to meet that challenge, that's a pretty big challenge to face that was
yeah,
unexpected, right? So
yeah.
that is amazing.
And
That is
also
amazing.
like all our products are handmade. So that also takes, time, and for people who actually are like, willing and able to put
Yeah.
in time and energy to produce for me. So I think our products are made in New York, which is a great thing because
Yes,
that's where we are, and I am able to actually continue, doing it
right.
for 2020, and now actually, to have a new collection
Mhm.
going going live in 2 weeks.
Oh, that's fantastic. And there's
That's
so
one.
much behind the scenes and so much effort that was put into this.
Yeah.
It's really rewarding to see all your hard work come to life and all that. It's so exciting. Um, thank you, Kitty, for being with us today. I know everybody else is here too, but for asking questions. Kitty has another question. She said, how do I know what size my dog will wear?
Oh, that's a great question. I mean, sizing is always difficult, right? Because that's really one big challenge for
Right,
dog mom, dog dad to actually find something, and then that you love doesn't fit and what to look.
right, right.
So I think measuring is super important. And on my website, that we have a measuring guide. That's a
Perfect.
great reference. So I can only speak for small dogs because that's what I know and what Tuxedo Luxe is focused on. Small dogs that like up to 15 pounds.
Okay.
So that's just very super important. You need to measure the neck, chest, and the length. So the
Okay.
three things that measuring chest is the super important part. So it's like right here,
Mhm.
that behind the front legs and the front full circle, because that's how you know that if they are going to be able to move comfortably, if
Yeah.
they're gonna, clothes to stay on and it's comfortable. So it's the same thing when you measure hardness.
Okay.
That's super important. The length, that really depends on the breed because they are just very different. So
Mhm.
some of them might seem a little shorter, but
Mhm.
that's all right because what you need to worry about is that the cut here on his belly is correct. So when the boy is pretty young, that that the clothes doesn't get dirty.
Right, right.
Yeah, but the measurement guide is where to go to.
Okay, perfect.
With all the
Perfect.
information, or email us.
Okay.
Okay, great.
Yeah, like I'll be happy to help
Oh,
with any
perfect.
questions.
Thank you,
Perfect.
Stella. That's great.
Yeah.
So you kind of mentioned, obviously, you've got your spring line that's going to be coming out very soon, but do you have any other exciting news that's coming in the future?
Yes. So I'm hopeful that so traveling is a big thing for us. That I love doing it because my goal is actually provide tips, and also just give some advice and recommendations on cities, on countries that are dog friendly and
Mhm.
where you can eat, where you can go. So we have a few trips that planned, but hopefully we'll be able to do it soon.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's one thing. And the second thing is that, we're relocating our headquarters.
Okay.
So Tuxedo Luxe is moving downtown Manhattan in a few weeks.
Nice.
So yeah,
Congratulations.
so Tuxie is gonna have a very fun time discovering new neighborhoods,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
look for the new restaurants and new places to go. So yeah, follow his adventures and all of this.
That's wonderful. So let's remind everybody where they can go to follow all of Tuxie's adventures. First of all, you can go to the website tuxieluxie.com. There's a link to it in the description here. And then obviously you're on Facebook and Instagram at Tuxie Luxie, which is TUXIE LUXIE. And then you mentioned an email. Do you have an email address you'd like anybody to use if they have any questions?
Yes. So email us anytime. It's boop, BOOP at
at tuxieluxie.com. That's great. But boop at tuxieluxie.com. I love it. Oh, so sweet. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for being with us today, Stella. We just had the best time. And Tuxie, we are so glad you brought Stella with you. We had a lot of fun. Oh my goodness. Anytime Tuxedo wants to come back, we would love that. He's just
Thank you so much.
adorable.
And so stylish too.
I know. Oh, what a cutie pie. Thanks so much for being with us today. And thank you everybody for joining with us. Or if you're watching on the replay, let us know. We'd love to know. And share this with all your friends that have small to medium-sized pups. They would love to be just as fashionable as Tuxedo is.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.
Bye.